Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hoytey Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
It is a big show, all right. However, it's slightly smaller than usual because Mike and Jase, they're absolutely knackered. They've been working their asses off, so they have got the week off. You've got me, though, Keyzie. I'll be covering all week. Also, Pugs in Studio B, who's procured a whole lot of best of the Big Show moments, so you will have plenty of Big Show action if for some reason you're a crazy person that needs that fix in their daily life. Also, you've got every show we've ever done available wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search Hoytey Big Show, and we've actually got a friggin' massive show today. We've got the pastry that pays, thanks to Big Ben Pies. Of course, it is Beer and Pie July, my favourite month of the year. We've got an electric guitar to give away. We've got podcast outro prizes to give away. I'm going to give Jase a call and see what he's up to. She's all go, folks. In the meantime, just to chill things out a bit, Metallica? Yeah, that works. Until It Sleeps. Got a bit of Cold War Kids and the Chili's up next on Hoytey.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Cold War Kids, it is first on the Hoytey Medium Show with Keyzie. But not just Keyzie, you've got Pugs here as well because we're doing a Best of the Big Show special. Hey, Pugs.
Hey.
Good weekend, first of all?
Yeah, it was good, thank you. Productive on Saturday, big chillin' on Sunday.
Nice.
Which is how a weekend should be.
Nice. I was big chillin' both days.
That's also how it should be, even more so, yeah.
Exactly. Now, your job this week is to keep me sustained with a healthy diet of Best of the Big Show moments. What have you got for us first up?
We got a juicy one first up. Pinch and a punch for the first break of the Big Show Best Bits, because this is about pinch and a punch of the first of the month.
Right, and how old is this?
This is, I'm going way back. Like to late 2021.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So we're getting historic with these Best Bits this week.
Chances are I do not remember this at all.
Ran into my old mate today, old fellow next door.
Oh, you did?
Well, yeah, the missus has been giving me a hard time about it, and thinks it's sort of getting a little bit stressful in the neighbourhood, like the rest of the neighbours are trying to...
Sure. Can I just answer the question? Because you left him yesterday in town or something, didn't you? With his car broke down. Did he get back home okay?
Car broke down. No, he was at home. I was trying to jump it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's good.
No,
yeah. But
because
anyway,
I needed him to get me some beersies, remember?
Yeah.
And so his car was broken down. And so anyway, the missus was sort of having a go at me about that because it's sort of now, she reckons there's tension.
Sure.
Blames me for it when it's all fills. And so I thought I should, sort of mend some fences, I guess you could say.
Sure.
And so
You actually broke his fence at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, I came home and put the car through it. And,
Yeah.
But as I said to him, man, it was a bit wonky anyway, so
you straightened
doing
it out.
him a favour.
Yeah, good.
And this morning I seen him going out to his letterbox. It takes him a while to get out there, so I thought I'd go over and sort of chuck an arm around his shoulders and just sort of say, mate, bygones be bygones and all that sort of thing. And then I remembered on the way out there that it's December. First day of December, isn't it? So I gave him the old, I snuck up on him. And I gave him the old punch and a punch for the first of the month.
Oh, right, yeah.
Wait,
boom, yeah, bam.
So you 1-2 comboed him, isn't it? Pinch and a punch?
No, it's a punch and a punch.
Yeah, it's punch.
What? No, it's a pinch and a punch.
No, it's a punch and a punch for the first of the month.
Pinch and a punch.
I don't know where you grew up, mate. Don't know where you grew up. But yeah, boom, the old punch and a punch, the old CP combo.
Yeah, whammo.
Isn't he 90?
You're obsessed with his age, man.
Yeah.
Don't you know
what's that got to do with the story?
The elderly
here, Chris?
they can do anything.
Well, I just worry about Mike walking up to a 90-year-old man and then 1-2ing him in the face. Was it in the face or the back of the head?
Oh, no, he turned around and sort of caught him pretty flush there. But yeah, got him good, eh? And the thing about it is, it's when he's laying on the ground there, sort of like
eyes rolling into the back of his head type thing. Yeah,
eyes are wonky as
Yeah,
and just before he sort of goes out, you go, and no returns.
Yeah, that's great. Totally, mate. Oh well, good on you for good on you for making an effort and trying to sort of sort it. I guess.
Yeah, man.
You don't want bad vibes on the island, man.
No, he's a bud now. I consider him a good bud.
Yeah. Used to do that with the old, the punch and the punch for the first month with you.
Pinch and a punch.
Punch and a punch.
The old kidney shots.
Oh,
with your mates.
Yeah.
Boom, and the kidneys exploding all over. Punch and a punch, mate, no returns.
Well, I must say, that clip was almost 2 years ago now, and I feel like we sound a lot different now. For example, Jase called me Chris, and when he made the sound of someone punching someone else, he went boom, boom, rather than da-dooge, da-dooge. And there was no mention of how big Mike's nose is or how many cheese balls Jase ate. The boys will be back on Monday, folks. In the meantime, let's get back to the tunes. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Scar Tissue. It is the Hoytey Big Show.
The Hoytey Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey.
It is in excess on the Hoytey Big Show. Chris Key here, a.k.a. Keyzie, on your Monday afternoon. No Jase, no Mike. Those boys are on holiday because they work bloody hard, man. And if you'd like to, pay your respects to those boys and wish them well on their holidays, give us a text on 3483. We've got BK vouchers to give away for anyone who slags them off for taking more time off than, well, I don't actually know who takes more time off than those two. Santa? 364 days of the year. He's got his feet up. That'd be a close second to Santa, I think. Hey, it is Beer and Pie July. It is the 10th day, of course, the greatest month on the planet. And our good friends at Big Ben have given us $100 every show, every weekday to give away thanks to the pastry that pays. You just got to listen out for the officer telling you to always blow on the pie. When you hear it, give us a call straight away on 0800 Hoytey and you could win yourself $100. That's going to be happening very soon, folks, along with more Best of the Big Show. And we'll be hearing from Jase and Hoytey to see what he's been up to on his holidays.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
It is The Cure, close to me on Radio Hoytey this Monday afternoon. The Big Show with Keyzie. Someone who's sitting very close to me right now is producer Pugs, who's in with another Best of the Big Show moment. Pugs, tell me this is not another moment from 2 years ago where the show sounds really random and I don't remember any of it.
Have I got news for you? They're all from 2 years ago, Chris.
Well, it's actually a good thing because I genuinely think I delete all my memories of the show from about 3 months onwards, I think. Yeah.
Well, and hopefully a lot of the listeners have pushed that back as well with all the cool new stuff we've been doing. So I thought it'd be good to bring a lot of it forward.
Right.
And this next one is a particular segment that I thoroughly enjoyed listening back to, an historic segment called Births, Deaths and Marriages.
It's the Hoytey Big Show, births, deaths and marriages.
Yes, and one of the most popular features of our show, actually, the old births, deaths and marriages. Who would have thought? But it is. And some famous people actually did pass away today, on this day in history, didn't they, Mike Minogue?
Yeah, they sure did. It's funny. It's almost like the more the years pass, the more you sort of have people that have died on each day of the year.
Yeah.
It sort of just grows and grows. It's quite sad, actually.
It is. Well, my father, always said to me, that's what the only thing you read the newspaper for is the obituaries.
Yeah.
See what other old bastards passed on.
Yeah. And you're thinking to yourself, man, in your face.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still standing.
After all this time.
Yeah.
Ferdinand II of Portugal died today.
Yeah.
1885, man, that feels like yesterday.
It does, doesn't it?
I still remember where I was when I heard about that.
Do you?
Yeah.
What, 136 years ago?
I'm not a calculator like you, but yeah.
Where were you?
I was round at his house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet. No, that makes sense.
Chopping his head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chopped his head off.
Because he got beheaded.
Yeah.
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 Because I remember,
he was as surprised as I was. He was probably more surprised than I was.
You were the executioner for a while, weren't you? You were the one with the scythe and, Yeah,
I was extremely popular as well. I had a lot
massively so.
A lot of sex appeal. They used to call me the sexecutioner.
Yeah.
Because I was so sexy.
Yeah, nice.
And you had a scythe like the Grim Reaper.
Who told you that?
Jase.
No, when he was doing his lawns, he used to have the scythe there, Keyzie.
That's my bad.
He did the guillotine as well.
Yeah, that's right. The guillotine, that was a goodie.
Walt Disney.
I like to keep them pretty blunt as well.
Yeah, just so it's more of a kabunk.
Hack 20 times. Oh, God, the crowd will be laughing, man.
Yeah.
Sprayed in blood and that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Walt Disney as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Walt. God,
what an incredible guy. Now, he's really contributed a lot to the sort of the fabric of the culture of the entire world, really.
Yeah, massively so. Massively so. And I miss him a lot.
Yeah.
Did you know him?
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, I can't miss someone unless I know them.
Well, I don't know. That's why I was just clarifying.
Yeah.
So how
yeah.
did you know him? I mean, did you work together or something?
I sent him some stuff just to look through. The old Snow White.
Yeah.
And that was mine.
Wait, wasn't Snow White based off a folktale from like 10,000 years ago?
Yes, as written by Jason Hoyt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he gave me a few of my breaks.
Yeah, right. Because you're a beautiful illustrator, Jase.
Yeah,
beautiful.
thank you.
Really.
The old school cartoons, remember those? So good.
Oh, they were stunning.
They're works of art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed
Painted
that.
on little bits of glass. Of course, Walt was a Sagittarius, in the sort of the Western, the Western zodiac. But in the Chinese zodiac, an ox.
Oh, yeah, he was a bull, all right.
He was a bullish man. He really was. And that's why when he got, he was ultimately met his death. He was in the Hawaiian Islands, I think.
Yes.
Or just off the coast there. And the locals threw him into an active volcano.
What?
Yeah. Because he was sort of, get a bit bullish and, bit of a pain in the ass, actually, Walt.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. He could be an absolute pain in the ass.
So was he like drunk at one of the resorts there or something? And
No, he's just... Sometimes, Keyzie, when people get massively successful, they can just turn into big a-holes, can't they?
That's
And
right.
he got a bit full of himself. I used to have to sort of talk him down sometimes off the...
Yeah.
Just, hey, Walt, settle down, son.
And also there's a lot of jealousy around Keyzie.
Yeah.
Like in New Zealand, we've got tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah.
But in Hawaii, they've got throw you in a volcano syndrome.
right.
Yeah. But, that's sad news, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's 55 years ago. 55.
Jeez, is it only that? Oh, okay. You all right, Keyzie?
Just running the maths really quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Births, deaths, and marriages. Great segment. We'll definitely have to bring that one back. Actually, no, I don't think we will. It joins the increasingly large graveyard of segments we tried out a few times and then quickly lost fizz for. Don't worry, every single big show ever, including that one, is available wherever you get your podcast from, folks. Just search Hodaki Big Show and you can have it all. I don't know why you'd want to do that, though. Could think of nothing worse. It's the Killers, Mr. Brightside on Radio Hodaki.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Led Zeppelin over the hills and really, really far away. It is the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie this Monday afternoon. Right now it's time for...
Radio Hodaki's Beer and Pie July.
Yeah, the best month on the calendar, folks. Beer and Pie July. And right now it is time for the pastry that pays, thanks to our mates at Big Ben. $100 every single weekday, every single show. How good? All you have to do is listen out for that cue to call, then give us a ring on 0800 Hodaki. Let's go to the lines. Hodaki, who am I speaking with?
Hey, speaking of Shannon.
Shannon, you mad bastard. Where are you calling from?
Inver Vegas.
Inver Vegas. I haven't heard it be called that before. How's it looking down there today, man?
She's a bit fresh, but blue skies, so it's all good.
Oh, nice. And listen, mate, if you had to pick 3 pies, what would you pick?
Oh, probably steak and cheese.
Okay.
Butter chicken.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
And maybe like a lamb thrown bacon or something.
Wow, okay, a little left fieldy for number 3. I personally would have just said 3 steak and cheese pies if that was me, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
The good news is, my friend, you can take that $100 back down to Invercargill. You just won.
You beauty.
That'll be worth about $400 down in Invis, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Awesome, mate. Well, yeah, you hold the line, man, and thank you very much for calling Hodaki.
Awesome, sweet.
Bloody good. Another chance to win some cash tomorrow. More than one chance, actually. A whole heap of them. And for the rest of July as well, thanks to our mates at Big Ben. Thanks, team.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Smashing Pumpkins tonight. It is the Hodaki Big Show on your Monday Arvo with Keyzie, Jason, Mike. Not currently here. We'll be back Monday, folks. Those guys having a wee bit of a break. Shit, I forgot the end of our music. There we go. However, I did ask you to text through on 3483 if you had any kind words to pass on to those boys while they were on holiday. First text here. Absolute pansies. Literally more time off than that one C word at work who somehow has a tummy bug every other Monday. Jase is probably smashing cheese balls right now. Backbone. Mike's probably in the dog box and that's why he's not here. Pretty accurate. Those boys would not know a hard day's work if it slapped them in the face. I agree with all of these messages, and congratulations. I'm going to dish out a few BK vouchers to a few of you. Now, coming up after 5 o'clock, I'm going to give Jase a ring, see what he's been up to on his holidays so far. We've also got a guitar to give away, a Fender, thanks to Nothing But Thieves. So if you entered that draw, prepare to, make sure your phone's on. That's all I'm going to say. Also, more Best of the Big Show and the Hoytey Big Show podcast outro prize to give away as well. Jeez, she's all go.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hoytey.
Yeah, just Keyzie though, so more of a Hoytey medium show. Jase and Mike are on holiday. Well deserved, folks, well deserved. They'll be back Monday. In the meantime, plenty of heartwarming texts coming through on 3483. A couple of absolute pansies, more time off than that one C-word at work who somehow gets a tummy bug every other Monday. Those boys take so much time off. Jase is probably smashing cheese balls. Mike probably in the dog box, hence why he's not here, correct. They wouldn't know a hard day of work if it slapped them in the face. My son does more work than Jase and Mike, and here's a hint, I don't even have a son. Oh, and here's a theory from a listener on 3483. I just saw that cheese balls are on special this week, hence Hoytey J's absence. If you've got any nice messages you'd like to pass on to them, keep the text coming on 3483. We've got BK vouchers to give away, so get stuck in. We've also got more Best of the Big Show coming up. I'm going to give Jase a ring, see what he's up to, and I'm going to give away an electric guitar, a Fender Telecaster, thanks to Nothing But Thieves. She's all go. In the meantime, blow up the outside world. It is Soundgarden on the Big Show.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Bon Jovi living on a prayer on the Hoytey Big Show this Monday afternoon. No Jase, no Mike. Those backbones are on holiday. Well deserved as well. They've got a week off, so they'll be back on Monday. In the meantime, Keizie's here looking after you, although I have managed to convince Jase to call me once a day. Just keep me up to date with what he's up to on his holidays. Jase, how are you?
Keyzie, you mad bastard. Great to hear your voice, mate. And I'm pretty sure that on the text machine 3483 that all the punters are out there agreeing that we massively deserve our break at the moment.
Yeah, you've obviously been listening. People are sending through lovely, heartwarming messages, mate, so that you'll be pleased to hear that. What are you actually up to on your holiday? Are you making the most of it?
Yeah, listen, mate, I'll be honest with you. I'm on day 2 of a silent retreat.
Right.
As you know, Keyzie, my whole career it's spending a lot of time talking and all that sort of carry on. And every now and then it's great to just get away from it all, to stop the talking, to stop the cell phones and, just take some time to look after yourself. So I'm on day 2 now of our silent retreat out in the Waitakere Hills here, and it's absolutely beautiful, mate, beautiful.
Right, so you're doing like a sort of mind cleanse situation. So if it's silent, does that mean you're not allowed to talk at all for the entire week?
That's the key to it, Keyzie. Obviously, 5 days, no talking, no phones, none of that carry on.
Right.
It's just an opportunity to sort of get away from it all, mate, and to recalibrate. I tell you, it's quite weird, actually. Spending your day not talking, not sort of perusing your phone. So It's been a real revelation to me, and I've come to acknowledge a few things. And I've got to be honest with the listeners, I blew out with the cheese balls over the weekend, and I realised that I needed to address some issues in my life. So it's been really great, Keyzie.
Right, okay, and that sounds really good, but you do realise that I am talking to you now, hence it's not silent, and I'm talking to you via your cell phone, which you're supposed to have given up.
Well, obviously, Keyzie, if you're going to give me a call, I'm going to answer it. I mean, that would just be stupid otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, if you ring me up and then I don't, and you say, I'm talking to Hoytey J, and then I'm not talking, then I'll look stupid, and then you'll look stupid, and that makes for terrible radio.
Yeah, right. I know, but then it makes me think that you're not giving up the cheese balls either, and that you're probably just actually at home on your phone eating cheese balls, having lots of darts. That's just what I'm thinking. I'll
be honest with you, Keyzie. I did bring a backpack of cheese balls with me. I don't know if you know this, and for all the listeners out there, $2 at the moment at Countdown, and I couldn't pass it up. But,
right.
But I genuinely, I am on a retreat and just loving it, mate.
Okay.
There's lots of action at night time. There's a group of about 20 of us, and we get naked, break out the avocado oil, and dim the lights, and just see what happens by the campfire.
Right. Okay. Well, that sounds extremely enjoyable and also extremely flammable. So just be careful, Jason. Are you happy to have another chat with me tomorrow, even though you're on a silent retreat without a phone?
Well, obviously, I can't do that, Keyzie. I'm on a silent retreat.
Well, hang on.
know what I mean?
You just said before that.
I can't do it. I mean, I'm on a silent retreat, Keyzie. I can't talk to you, and I can't use my phone. I'm already putting myself in jeopardy by talking to you right now.
Right, okay. Well, look, thank you very much for chatting to me, mate. Back to your silent retreat, and I am going to call you tomorrow. Just a heads up. Thank you very much, Jase.
Thanks, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
The Daddos, the Datsons Harmonic Generator on Radio Hodaki. It is Monday afternoon with Keyzie and Pugs. Pugs, producer from Studio B. He's in at the moment, and his job for the entire week is to supply me with a steady stream of best of the Big Show moments. Right, Pugs?
Absolutely.
You're my dealer. You got me that fix? What you got for me, buddy?
Oh, man. This is a fix and a half, my brother.
Why? What is that?
Sorry.
No, it's cool, brother.
This is definitely the magnum opus of the best bits of the day. This is a real juicy one. Everybody who is a fan of the show knows that Jason Hoyt, the powerhouse that he is, he's lived a very long and experienced life. And you took the liberty one day, 2 years ago-ish, of going through the entire timeline of his life to figure out all the significant events that it's spoken about on the show.
I'm going to derail the show, if it's all right, for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Because you're 40, right?
Yes, I am, Chris.
And you were born in September of 1981.
Yes.
Oh, this is your life.
It is.
Are you going to have, like, friends coming through the door? Do you remember this voice, Jase?
COVID.
Well, instead of that, I want to make sure that this stuff did actually happen.
Of course it happened, Chris. I don't just make crap up.
Right, before I add it to your Wikipedia page.
Sure.
Okay, so born in 81.
Yeah.
1988, at age 7, you took on the persona of an old woman named Edna while playing with a Ouija board.
Yeah. Crazy times.
So that happened?
Yeah, of course it happened.
Right. A year later, you invented eating carrots.
Well, I didn't invent eating carrots. I was the first person to ever eat a carrot.
Okay.
No one up to that point had... You know about that, don't
Only
you, Mike?
horses. Only horses.
Only
It was
horses.
considered horse feed.
It was.
Right.
And
Yeah.
interesting enough, you were saying, which I never knew, Mike, because your uncle invented the vegetable peeler.
The peeler.
Yeah,
That was the
around
thing,
that same
people
time.
were like, how do I get to the deliciousness inside?
Yeah.
Because it's covered in filth. And, so Uncle invented the peeler.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
What was his name again?
Oh. I just used to call him Unk.
Oh, yeah, Big Unk. Okay, good.
That same year, you invented eating carrots. You also captained the first 11 cricket team at your school.
Yes, I did.
At age 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Age 11, you went to India.
Yeah, for a little while.
Yeah, tour of India. No, it was just a tour.
Yeah, it was a tour of
Yeah,
India.
the first 11, and you scored
350 then, yeah?
He scored a triple century. Yeah.
Yes, I did, yeah.
At age 11.
Yes. Against
Okay.
Mumbai, I think it was.
The weird thing was...
Mumbai Senior School. Yes, carry on.
The weird thing is, that same year, you entered Teachers College at age 11.
Yeah, well, I was a bit ahead of my time, and people could tell that I had abilities beyond my age, and so they said, look,
Right.
you might as well start off now. Get stuck into it.
Well, then why...
Don't wait for life, Jase. Get into it.
Why the year after that did you quit and then start selling car radios out of your car boot?
Oh, I hate kids, and I was never really into being a teacher.
But it would have been hard for you as well to be respected by children when you were a child yourself. Is that what you found, man?
Oh, yeah, a little
We
bit.
were 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it says here, you then won the cross country at your school at age 13, so you then went back to school.
Oh, yeah, I felt like I'd been a bit premature going to training college, so I thought I'd get back and what's the word? Not reimburse myself. Get back into school life, yeah.
Well, I get you're only selling the car stereos out of your boot to make a bit of pocket money, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then there's 3 years there where you're clearly back at school.
Yeah.
Age 16, Jenny Shipley's press secretary, 1997.
Yeah. And, well, you know, I always had the gift of the gab, Chris, and I had my eye on politics, and I thought, you know, Jen and I were pretty close.
Right.
And
Well, that's what the rumours said.
well, you know, Burton wasn't that happy about it, but yeah.
And to be fair, Jase, you know, just because you were her press secretary doesn't mean you were any good at it. Because,
No.
of course, if you remember, Jenny only became Prime Minister through stabbing Bolger in the back.
Yeah, totally.
Coup d'etat. And she was not voted back in at the general election.
Right.
You know.
So that was...
So you sort of buggered that up, didn't you, Jason?
Yeah, I did a
but
little bit.
to be fair, you're only 16.
Yeah, true.
Is that why the next year at age 17 you became a marriage counsellor in Oamaru?
Oh, no, I'd already been doing marriage counselling and stuff for quite a long time then. But I went down to Oamaru for a change of scene, I guess, after the whole Jenny thing.
Right.
Shipley thing, I needed a bit of a change of scene.
A year later you were the mayor of Twizel.
Yeah. That's where I met you. That's where we bumped into each other, isn't it?
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Got tangled like, how did you describe it? Two farm dogs.
Oh, and knotted.
Knotted like two farm dogs with all our mayoral chains.
Yeah.
There's like a sort of a grey area after that for 5 or so years, but then you came back in 2004. You were a cage fighter under the name of the Gypsy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was. Still got a few knuckle issues going on there, actually, to be honest with you.
2 years later, you slept with Russell Crowe.
Yeah, well...
Wasn't a lot of sleeping going on, was there, mate?
No, not really.
Right. 2 years after that, you dated Natalie Imbruglia after she divorced the Silverchair guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 2011, you joined Hoytey.
I did, yeah. So there you go, a bit of a brief summation of my life thus far. And as I was saying...
Hasn't even...
Oh, mate, that's not even a quarter of it.
Yeah.
So much more.
Because you're amazed at things. I am anyway. I'm amazed at things I forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not until my mouth starts moving that I'm like, oh,
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. If I was to update that list now, it would be incredibly long. The Big Show will be back in full Monday, folks. And also, coming up next, so keep your phones on. If you got yourself in the draw to win that fantastic Fender Telecaster, thanks to Nothing But Thieves and their brand new album, I'll be calling a winner very soon.
The Hoytey Big Show Podcast.
David Bowie, Rebel on the Hoytey Big Show, Monday evening with Keyzie, Jase and Mike back on Monday. But who cares about that? Because I have got a brand new signed electric guitar. It's a Fender Telecaster, and it's thanks to the boys at Nothing But Thieves. They're a fantastic English rock band, and they've got a fantastic new album out right now. It's called Dead Club City. And their brand new song, Welcome to the DCC, the Dead Club City, I'm about to play for you too. But before I get to that, we've been taking texts on 3483. Heaps of people have been getting in the draw. They've been sending through the word thieves in order to get their hands on not only that fantastic Fender Telecaster signed by the band, but also a copy of that brand new album on vinyl. And it is time to call the winner right now. His name's Nick, by the way.
Hello, Nick speaking.
G'day, Nick. It's Chris from Hoytey, mate.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, Nick. What are you up to?
Just working, putting some cars away.
Yeah. Well, what do you do for a crust, man?
Mechanic in Christchurch.
Oh, what an absolute backbone. Nick, did you text Thieves to 3483?
Definitely did, yeah.
Do you like Nothing But Thieves?
Yeah, they go good.
Do you want one of their brand new albums on vinyl?
Sure.
Well, congratulations, Nick. You just won the signed guitar, mate.
Oh, yeah! Come on! I've never won anything before.
Oh, well, there you go.
My God.
Not a bad first up prize, that's for sure. A fully signed Fender Telecaster and a copy of Dead Club City on vinyl. You must be chuffed.
Oh, that's amazing. I can't believe it.
Bloody ripping. Nah, well, I tell you what, mate, it pays to text in on 3483. You know what I mean? If you ever hear things like that, you might think, oh, I'm not going to bother, I won't win, but it could just happen and you could be just like Nick. Nick,
that's awesome.
Tell you what, mate, are you any good at playing guitar?
I've played for a few years, but yeah.
Right, well, make sure you make that guitar sing for me. Play some throbbers on it, would you?
Awesome. You're a legend.
Oh, no, you're Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Nothing But Thieves. You stay on the line, mate. Our producer will hook you up, all right?
Awesome, thank you.
No worries at all, Nick. Sounds like a great New Zealander. In the meantime, let's get a new tune from that album, Welcome to the DCC. It is Nothing But Thieves on Radio Hoytey.
The Hoytey Big Show Podcast.
That is a great new tune from Nothing But Thieves. Welcome to the DCC on the Hoytey Big Show this Monday afternoon. No Jase, no Mike, but who cares? Because old mate Nick just won himself a fantastic signed Fender Telecaster thanks to Nothing But Thieves and their new album, Dead Club City. If you like the sound of that, make sure you check it out. God, he also got a copy of it on vinyl. What a lucky bastard. In the meantime, a tune for you, Hoytey J. Green Day, Warning, The Who up next. It is the Hoytey Big Show.
Hoytey Big Show Podcast.
The who are you? It is the Hoytey Big Show, Monday evening with Keyzie, Jason, Mike back Monday. They are on holiday at the moment and do keep those texts coming in on 3483. For example, here's one wishing Jase well. Hey, pretty sure there's a cheese ball convention in Taupo that Hoytey J is guest speaking at. That actually, that sounds about right, actually. I know that he was talking about the Cheese Ball Convention. He was very excited about the fact that he'd been asked to guest speak, so I think that does check out. Keep the text coming on 3483 if you'd like to wish the fellas well. Also, if you would like to join us at the biggest party in sports, the 2023 New Zealand Darts Masters, then listen up. We've got a Big Show backbone table. I think that's similar to a regular table, except for everyone from the Big Show will be there. And if you'd like to have a seat on that table, plus flights from anywhere in New Zealand to Hamilton, accommodation and tickets, then go to hodaki.co.nz right now. It's happening at Hamilton's Glowbox Arena, August 4th and 5th. I cannot bloody wait. Here's some garbage for you now.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Garbage only happens when it rains. It is Radio Hodaki, almost 6 o'clock on your Monday evening. Almost forgot the end of the hour music there. Coming up after 6, folks, more best of the Big Show. Also, more info on Beer and Pie July and how you could win the Poor of Duty prize, which is us flying you overseas to link up with a mate you haven't seen in bloody ages, plus plenty of other stuff, including the winner of the Hodaki Big Show podcast outro prize. So stick around.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, actually, no, it's just Keyzie because those other two slackers have taken the week off. They've left me and Pugs to keep the ship steady. Luckily, we've got a steady supply of best of the Big Show moments for you. Got another couple of those coming up. Also, the Hodaki Big Show outro podcast winner will be called shortly. So if you sent in all the Keyzie words to the Hodaki Big Show over the weekend, make sure you get your phone on and you could have yourself a brand new Backbone t-shirt and a few other things too. It's just me and John Too Good in here at the moment. A bit of She-Hard, Home Again. Queens of the Stone Age up next. And a bit of Lydia from Fur Patrol as well. It is the Hodaki Big Show.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Queens of the Stone Age on the Hodaki Big Show. Keyzie here this Monday. Arvo, no Jase, no Mike. They're on holiday. They'll be back on Monday. In the meantime, literally every show we've ever done is available wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search Hodaki Big Show. And if you like the show and you always think, man, I wouldn't mind some more of that punishing chat of theirs, we literally do a daily bonus podcast outro. It's 15 minutes of us just chatting behind the scenes styles. Just search Hodaki Big Show and you'll unlock yourself an extra 15 minutes every day. Now, you want to do that because it's extra content, but you also want to do it because we've got free stuff to give away in the form of the podcast outro prize pack. It is time to call our winner right now. Let's see if they answer.
At the tone, record your message.
See, look what you've done here, mate. It's Keyzie here from Hodaki, by the way, is you've hung up after one ring when I'm trying to give you a Backbone t-shirt and a vinyl and some Hodaki merchandise and some other stuff as well. So it rang first as well. So I know you saw it. I know you saw it said private number and then you hung up on it. So because of that, I'm now going to have to keep the prize for myself, even though I've already got about 10 other Backbone t-shirts in my closet, all right? Just joking. Message me back on Instagram, man. We'll get it sorted for you. Next time, answer your damn phone, Lee. Jeez. More opportunities to win every week. Just listen to the Hodaki Big Show podcast outro. And when we call you, answer your friggin' phone. This is Fur Patrol Lydia. Up next, more best of the Big Show.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
AC/DC shook me all night long on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie. Jason and Mike are back Monday, and someone who often shakes people all night long is producer Pugs. He's in here right now. He's got another best bit for us, don't you, Pugs?
Actually, speaking of shaking people all night long,
right.
This one's a little bit up your alley.
What's that supposed to mean?
And that's why I've saved it for sort of after 6 o'clock.
Right.
This is Jase and Mike asking the real questions about the Kiwi media industry. But in particular, are there any Kiwi porn stars?
Oh, God.
Hey, actually, Chris, I was meaning to ask you something, and I know this is an area of expertise for you, and I'm not being a smart ass here. Are there any New Zealand porn stars? Apart from yourself, of course.
Well, I'm not a porn star.
Well, no, you love your porn. Sorry, that was wrong with me. Do you know any New Zealand porn stars, Mike?
I do, actually. Yeah, I went to school with one.
Okay.
Yeah, good bastard, yeah.
Because I just wondered if actually we've got any, because there's something...
Well, he was more... The guy I know is more of an international one. Maybe we'll talk about it later in the show. But in terms of local talent...
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I couldn't tell you. What is that? You got a birthday coming up. What do you want to get one over? It's just really weird that you would ask that. Like,
well, no, I was just thinking.
Do you think there's a gap in the market?
Well, there possibly. I was thinking. We celebrate your Sam Neils. We celebrate all these New Zealand stars overseas that that go overseas and are hugely successful. And I just wondered if there's any international porn stars. I'm not a big...
there was a guy called Dusty Buttocks from Timaru.
Oh, okay. He was a genuine New Zealand porn star, was he? Dusty Buttocks. You heard of him, Keyzie?
No, but if you like Sam Neill, there's a guy called Slam Neill.
Oh, Slam Neill.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's from down south as well, actually.
Oh, he did Romancing the Bone, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's it. I just wondered,
He was also the lead in Hunt for the Naked People.
Oh, was he? Yeah. It's just one of those weird things that, so how sometimes things pop into your mind and you go, I wonder if we actually...
Yeah.
Because I was watching this documentary last night and it was about an Australian porn star.
Oh, yeah.
And how proud...
A documentary, was it?
It was a doco,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
behind the scenes.
Yeah, there was a bit of behind the scenes action, but it was really weird because her parents were... This is a true story, by the way, were really proud of her and they watched all her movies.
Right.
Which I kind of thought was weird, as parents, watching your daughter's porn movies, I don't just seemed a bit weird.
And
to
that was
me.
a doco you were watching.
It was a doco, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just got me thinking about porn stars, and obviously Keyzie kept jumping in there every time I was thinking about that kind of seedy underworld, Mike.
Yeah.
And I wondered if we did actually have any New Zealand porn stars.
Oh, actually, if you like Dusty Buttocks and Slam Neil, you'll love Stiff Curtis.
Stiff Curtis.
He's really good.
Oh my God, I'm going to check that out.
Actually, I could also recommend a new movie starring Tim Werera's stepson as well. Bloody good production on that one. The Big Show will be back in full on Monday, folks. In the meantime, every show we've ever done is available wherever you get your podcasts from, all right?
The Hoytey Big Show Podcast.
It is REM, Losing My Religion, Monday evening on Hoytey. It is the Big Show with Keyzie. Those other two blokes will be back soon. But right now, it's time for...
Radio Hoytey's Beer and Pie July.
Yeah, the greatest month on the calendar, folks. It is Beer and Pie July. This year, we've teamed up with our good friends at Max. Here's to interesting. And we've brought together the poor of Judy. It is your chance to link up with a long-lost friend, maybe someone who's moved overseas somewhere. You haven't seen them in ages. We will give you flights to anywhere in the world to visit that friend and pour them a cold one. It is the poor of Judy. All the details are up at Hoytey. However, all you need to know is that you need to text the word beer to 3483. Follow the instructions that we send back to you, and you could be flying overseas to visit a mate thanks to our good friends at Max. That'll be happening later on in the month. So get texting now, beer to 3483. There's also a brilliant video up at hoytey.co.nz of the full Hoytey crew. Kind of a boot camp situation. Jase and Hoytey playing the drill sergeant. Pretty shit drill sergeant if you ask me. Tune from the Cult. Danny Warhol's up next. Radiohead and another best of the Big Show moment.
The Hoytey Big Show Podcast.
It is the Hoytey Big Show Monday night with Keyzie and also Pugs. And it is time for...
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that to me.
Come on, Pugs, keep
Chris.
going. Keep
I'm
going,
going to call
buddy.
you Chris if you keep that up.
Yeah. Come
That's
on, man.
more like it.
It's all good. Pugs,
Yeah,
movie and TV show connoisseur. What did you watch over the weekend?
I appreciate that. I watched an absolute banger. The movie is called Dinosaur. It's from the year 2000.
Wow, okay. Is it about a dinosaur?
It's a Disney animated movie. It is about a dinosaur. The movie Dinosaur. It's about a... what's it called? I've written it down here. His name... He's an iguanodon.
Right.
His name's Aladar.
Right.
Remember that? Absolute banger.
Were you sound of mind while you watched this?
What do you mean?
Did you have all your faculties about you? Were you 100% operating on all brain power while watching this?
I've always got full brain power when I'm enjoying great cinema.
Right, okay,
and,
sure.
Dinosaur from the year 2000, absolute banger. Obviously, the iguanodon Aladar is...
Obviously, yeah.
He's been raised by lemurs, Keyzie.
Right, yeah. Classic.
Some of the writing, probably a little bit cliche, but I think that's because it might be aimed at children.
Yep.
Also, sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the film Dinosaur from the year 2000.
Right.
But great entertaining movie, very ahead of its time as far as animation.
Oh, okay.
And great if you want to watch something with the kids that I wouldn't recommend it to very little children, but
Right.
I'd say medium children.
Okay. And also adults that are under the influence of something, would you say?
No. Completely sober adults.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, I don't believe you, but that's fine. What did I watch over the weekend? To be honest, I watched a lot of terrible stuff. It was raining all weekend. I
Nice.
was in my pajamas for most of it until I went to the RSA.
Travel shows?
A lot of travel shows, a lot of YouTube stuff, a lot of rugby league, of course, but I'm still watching Blackadder, which is a famous English comedy, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you go back and you watch it, and the writing on it is so amazing and brilliant that everything that they say is just such an amazing quote.
Yeah.
I can't think of any of them right now, though.
Oh, I'm really glad you brought up the quotes then.
Well, it's a lot of stuff like, and I mentioned this last week, but they'll say, oh, this is a sticky situation. In fact, this is the stickiest situation since Sticky the stick insect got stuck on a sticky bun.
Suppose you had to be there.
A lot of stuff like that. You know what I mean, though? It's like...
Blackadder's a banger. I totally understand.
Yeah, Bang-Adder, yeah. So there you go. A couple of, 40-year-old comedy and a 20-year-old animated kids movie. Mike Minogue will be stoked with what we're doing.
At least we're talking about what we're watching.
Yeah, exactly. Not just, no, I watched nothing last night, went to bed, and my voice is weird. Anyway, let's take a break here on the Hoytey Big Show. We'll be back with some Radiohead and the Police next.
The Hoytey Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey.
There you go, folks. The Big Show done and dusted for another day. Producer Pugs will be putting together a little best of the Big Show podcast tonight, and also Mike Minogue has been recording some little bonus outros from his mysterious holiday location all throughout the week. So if you do listen via the potty, still plenty of stuff for you. Be back again tomorrow, 4 o'clock. More money to give away thanks to Big Ben. More best of the Big Show, and I will be calling Jase once again to see what he's up to on his weekend. Tonight, though, the one and only Greg Preble, he'll be looking after you for the next few hours. Pearl Jam, Muse, Red Hot, Chili Peppers, and some Guns N' Roses. I'll see you later.